Like, the thing about this MingzeCe is this. We're gonna review it tomorrow, okay? The thing about this MingzeCe is that she's like a female version of me. Like, absolutely, like the female equivalent of who I am as a person. If you meet MingzeCe, like any of the MingzeCes, okay? They're all exactly like me. Like, we're like the same blood almost. We're the same family. And like, MingzeCe, she'd be like, fuck the Chinese, go back to China. It's so true. She just says that, it's so true. And then like, she's like, you live under the CCP, ass. You didn't know anything. And this guy's all like, the world accuses China of military expansionism and aggression. Can someone please direct me to a place where China has actually declared any aggression or expanded military anywhere outside of its own borders? Sometimes disputed, but still its own region. You know what? Oh my god. I mean, everyone who fights Vietnam gets his ass kicked, but like... yeah, it's just the cycles. Like America was like, hold on, China, hold my beer. I'm about to get my ass kicked by Vietnam. And you know what? If China really wanted to beat the fuck out of America, they would first annex Vietnam and just be like, hey, Vietnam, can you kick the Americans' ass again? We'll gladly get our ass kicked at by you, Vietnam. But like, we just want Taiwan, and we need you to kick the America's ass again, Vietnam. We need you to do that, Comrade Vietnam. But like... I love this MingzeCe more than anything. Like, I love her more than anything. Like, oh my god. She's like, if you know me, like, you know what I'm like? That's she's like the female version of that. She's like, any MingzeCe is my other half in one way or another. No matter which way you cut it, whatever MingzeCe in me, that's my other half. That's my other half. And if I have kids with this woman, then like Xi Jinping is going to be the godfather. And I'm going to be like Sonny. You know Sonny from The Godfather? Sonny or Michael. Fuck Fredo. Fuck Fredo. No, pussy Fredo, bro. Oh, I know this is going to end already. I'm psychic, remember? Bro, something tells me the going is going to get real rough for Jason. And then, like, he's going to betray the Xi family. And then I'm going to hunt him down. And I'm going to harvest his organs if he ever betrays the Xi family. If Jason legitimately does betray the Xi family, then I'm going to fucking find him if he runs away from him. And I'm going to harvest his fucking organs. So he better be a good boy. Because Aaron was no pussy. Aaron is a Sonny or a Michael. Aaron ain't no fucking Fredo. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Anyway. Jesus Christ, baby my wife pussy. Like, I love this woman more than anything, man. Oh, I love all the MingzeCes more than anything, man. Do I love them more than myself? Oh, hell yeah, man. Oh, yes, my brother in Christ. I love MingzeCe more than anything, ever. Jesus Christ, baby my wife pussy. Zhang Mingfeng says, Huawei pledges to survive sustainability with expanded business portfolio. Increase input and innovation despite mounting headwinds. And this little genius MingzeCe says, let's invade Russia. It makes way more sense. And no country will sanction China for invade Russia. And I'm like, baby girl, you're speaking my language actually. You know, Russia has all the world's resources, right? That means unlimited computer chip technology. Like, let's say, Russia gets all tired and tired from the war with Ukraine. The little Ukraine just stomps all over Russia. But it's like totally demolished in the process. Like, Russia, it's just bled out. It's just bled out from, Russia just gets bled out from Ukraine kicking its ass so much. Little Ukraine, little honey badger Ukraine, kicking the fuck out of big old mean Russia. Let's say that's the case. Then, you know what China should do? If, they still got troops left over from the war in Taiwan, they should go to Moscow, kick over the capital, and, take over the country. And I say this as someone who's kind of Slavic, but, yeah, I mean, they have one whole system for Russia in, Putin's honor and memory. You make Putin, and, and if you get Zelensky, you get also Ukraine, make that, a big deal as well. But, I don't think that part was going to happen, though. But, and honestly, China, you should definitely take Russia. It's got all those resources. And I really agree with this MingzeCe on everything she says and does. I follow Xi MingzeCe, undying loyally. I love her more than anything. I would die for that girl. I would do anything for that girl. I ain't gonna die like no fucking bitch, though. That's the only thing. I ain't gonna die like no bitch. I'm a Sonny or a Michael. I'm definitely not a Fredo. Which, speaking of which, Jason probably was never, like, threatened to be murdered for 90 minutes straight. Because, like, when I do it, I'm being funny. But, like, when Denny did it to me, no, he legit meant, like, I'm going to make a snuff film out of you and kill you and shit. That's what Denny did. And that's why when I talked to this girl on the plane, I didn't say anything to her about it. Because, like, he said if I told anybody, then he was definitely making a snuff film out of me being executed. And, like, that's why I didn't say anything to little MingzeCe back in 2017. Because they threatened to make a snuff film out of me. And, like, you know, when she was on the plane with me, she's like, did anything happen? And I said, nope. Because if I knew if I said something, I'd get murdered. I mean, has Jason ever been threatened to be murdered and had a snuff film made out of him? I didn't think so, pussy-ass bitch. Anyway, I love this MingzeCe more than anything. She's like my goddess, my empress, my queen. And by the way, I do get, like, traitor vibes from Jason, real heavy. Real big traitor vibes. Like, this is Plain Girl, and this is what she says to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who's saying, the U.S. is the master of disinformation and coercive diplomacy, and the biggest saboteur of international and regional peace and stability. And that's Wolf Warrior shit, bro. That's some good shit. Anyway, she says, why doesn't... She's basically saying... I can read Chinese. I read Mandarin. I know Mandarin. She says basically, like, why doesn't China go in and invade Russia? It'd be a big win for China, and there would be no sanctions imposed. See, I like MingzeCe a lot. I learned Chinese for her. I learned how to read some of it. Some of it, anyway. I know how to read some of it. Anyway, that's what she said. And I'm going to tell you something about, like, America's foreign policy as, like, a State Department activist for, like, of the year for, like, 3 years straight from 2017, 2018, 2019. Like, bro, I trained Antifa. I trained the Hong Kong protesters. I train everybody. Bro, they actually asked me to go fight in Ukraine. But I realized, like, I'm more State Department. I'm not CIA. When the CIA asked me to go work for them, they wanted me to go fight in Ukraine. And I really thought about that a lot. It was right after college, the CIA approached me and they said, hey, do you want to fight in Ukraine for us, basically? And I said, I would love to, actually. They were like, Azov Battalion? I'd be like, oh, that sounds so fucking sweet. And that's what I really wanted to do. I could have been an Azov Battalion soldier. And I really, really, really would have impressed Jesus Christ, baby mama, wife, pussy. She loves Ukraine. And she loves white guys like me. Thanks, CIA. Thanks. Anyway, I was a State Department activist. And from, like, 2015 to 2017... all I did was I trained Antifa. I'd do little workshops, tour the country, go to Portland a lot. I've been to Portland a bunch of times, and Seattle, Washington. And I trained Antifa how to do, like, State Department Arab Spring tactics. Yeah, I was teaching all of Antifa, all Black Lives Matter Arab Spring tactics from like, you know, when they did that revolution in the Middle East. I didn't go to the Middle East. I just had those documents. I knew how to do it. And I taught the Antifa and Black Lives Matter, the State Department Arab Spring tactics and strategies to win. And that's what, you know, if you know about Portland Antifa, that's like my Antifa, bro. And, like, yeah, that's what I do, man. I'm kind of like a state-sponsored terrorist almost. But I don't, like, kill anybody or blow anything up. But, like, yeah, I could have, like, when the CIA approached me in, like, 2016, they wanted me to go fight in Ukraine for the Azov Battalion, and I would have been totally cool with that. But, like, you know what? I love this girl so much. She's just like me. I want to marry this girl, actually. Hey, Xi Jinping, can I see this girl, please? Thank you, Godfather Xi. I love you. I love you more than anything, sir. I say bad things, so does she. It's part of the thing with you. I love you. Oh, in this clip, she says, Ukraine, take out the Crimea Bridge. What do I have to say about that? First, I'd like to say, Jesus Christ, baby mama, wife, pussy. That's what I have to say about that. Jesus Christ, baby mama, wife, pussy. Like, I love her more than anything, man. You think I'm gonna actually hate a MingzeCe? Nah, fuck you, man. I love the MingzeCes, bro. They're all my wives. So what do you think I'm gonna say? Okay, just to reiterate, this is what I'm going to really say, okay? And I mean this with every fiber of what I am as a man, as a loving husband to my whole harem of MingzeCes. This is what I really have to say about that comment. Jesus Christ, baby mama, wife, pussy.